Hi, welcome to this budgeting tracker onboard tutorial. In this template, you have a lot of different options which can help fulfill your budgeting requirement needs. I will quickly go through everything that you see on screen so you can have an overview of what you will get once you download this template. In this budgeting tracker, we have got 5 different components: the income, expense, debt, bills and savings. For each of these components, we have specified the targeted amount or the budgeted amount as the case may be. Like for income, we have got the goal amount over here, so you can specify the goal amount for each of the income components that you would have for each of the month. And similarly for the expense, you can set the budget amount, and as and when you will incur the expense, this will automatically update. Alongside that, you also have a percentage of how much of budgeted amount you have incurred as an expense, and that goes similarly for all the components that you see on screen. Underneath the percentage, you have a budget status, which kind of shows whether you have incurred an expense beyond the budgeted amount or you have stayed within the budgeted amount. So this kind of explanation goes for all the components that we have over here, the 5 components. On the left side, we get an overview of all the different elements for each of this component. So if you check on this drop down, you have 5 different components. Like if I click on the income overview, it shows all the different incomes that I have added as a category to be part of the income. And for each of this category, I have got the specific income amount, the goal amount that I had set, and the total percentage of the goal that I have achieved. Now this is an aggregate of all the different months that you would keep on adding. We also have a monthly overview at the bottom, which I'll explain in a second. So just to give an overview of all the different components, once you click on this drop down and check different components over here, you will find the targeted amount as well as the expense that you have incurred if it is an expense source. And if it is an income source, you will see that you have a goal amount and the income amount that you have met. So I'll just run down through all the different categories that are listed over here. You can add as many categories as your choice for each of this component, and it will update automatically over here as it has been filtered for the specific view. Now I'll just show you where you will be giving all the input as the transactions. If you scroll down, you have this section where you can see quick button added over here. So each of the buttons serves its own purpose. Like if you click on this income, it automatically adds an income to this income window. Once you click on this, it automatically adds this income to the current date that you are in, and you can start giving the details over here. Just to give an overview what you need to add the detail, the date, the month in which you have made the income. So once you click on this, you can add in your own month. I have just added the month for 2024. If you are in a different year, you can definitely add your own month and the year. And you just need to type it over here. It will automatically add all the details like you see on the screen when I'm typing. It automatically takes all the input that I have over here. Okay. Similarly, you can feed the year as well. You can type in a different year if you're in a different year, or you can type in your current year as well. Then it comes the category where you need to feed in the specific category for the specific source of income or expense, whatever you are entering. So if it's an income, you can see that I have added salary, side hustle and other sources of income. Once you type in this, it will automatically show this. You can also edit this category. Like if you go to the category of any of this category, once you click on this, you have an option of editing the same as well over here. So I will just explain this in a second. Then there is a code over here. This code is nothing but the source of the income or the expense, whatever the category you have set. And then we have added the month and the year. This is used to bifurcate for different months, whatever the sources of income and expenses you are incurring. So this will help you to specifically bifurcate all the particular needs. So if you see, we have added side hustle income for Jan 2024, and you have made the same code over here. So for other similar sources, you can use this coding convention to keep track of different specific months for the different sources. And then you have the budget amount. So at the start of the month, you can set a budget amount for each of the different source. And while the month goes on, you can start entering the actual amount in the income side if it is an income. And this explanation goes for all the different heads that you see on screen, and for each of the head you obviously have the different buttons assigned to them. Like for the expense, you have all these details: the date, the month, the year, the category, the code that you need to put, which you just talked about a few minutes earlier. And then the budget you need to specify at the start of the month for the expense, and as and when you are incurring the expense, you can start entering the expense amount in the expense column. So this is how you will enter all the details over here. Now if you see on the left, we have got exact same summary that we saw on the top, but over here we have got the division of month wise as well. So for each of these different categories, as per the different elements, we have got different months covered over here. So just to give an example, this is expenses summary we are in. So if I go to the expenses side, you can see that we have added 3 different categories: food, entertainment, shopping, which is visible over here, food, entertainment, shopping, and it is now coming under Jan 2024 as we have added the elements under Jan 2024. Now I will quickly show you if you just add a different month. So I'll click on this new button, then I will just type in something over here. Let's say I'm typing in food, and let's say I'm specifying this for Feb month. So I'm just heading to Feb 1 2024, and then I'm going to put the month over here, that is Feb 2024. As soon as I put this month, you will see that it automatically shows a different month at the bottom, and once you click on this drop down, it shows all the different elements. Now as we update these elements, everything will be automatically coming over here. So I'll just put the year over here as well, and then I'll put the category, so it will be food, and the coding will be as it is food element, food category, and we are putting this for Feb 2024. So we will specify Feb 24. This will be the code. Okay, you will see that it is not visible over here, but you can definitely create this code as and when you're typing this. I'll click on this new button over here and it will add the code, and I'll specify the expense that I'm supposed to make in the food category. Let's say I have specified $1,400. Okay, now you can obviously change this currency from dollar to any other currency. Like if you click on all the number values, you click on edit property, and there is this option of number format. Once you click on this, you can change it to any currency of your choice. Notion comes with a pre-default lot of different currencies, you can check it out. So I'm just explaining this with the dollar currency. So now the budget amount is set. Now if you see that the budget amount is showing $1,400 for Feb month for the food category, which we have just specified over here. Now as you start entering the expenses for the food category, I'm just quickly going to enter some expenses over here. So I'll just type in, let's say, food expense. I'll put a different date, maybe February 15, and I'll use the same columns that we have used on top, and the same category code as well. Now I'm going to put the expense amount in the expense column, which is, let's say, $1,300. As I enter all these values, you can see everything is updated over here. Okay, and it says that we have incurred 93% of the budgeted amount that we had set for the food category for this specific month, and we're still under budget. Okay, so this principle goes for all the different elements that you see on screen, and this will help you understand how far you are doing your budgeting requirements correctly. Okay, and over here one beautiful thing is, if you just click on the slider and slide it to the right, you will see that there is this three dot coming over here. You can click on this, and you can even filter this entire stuff for a particular year. Okay, let's say you want to filter it for 2024, you can add a filter and select year over here. It will show you the year, and then you can select the particular year you want to see. So if there are multiple years coming over here, you can select a specific year. It will show all the values for the year. If you want to see for a specific month, you can also do that. I'll just quickly delete this filter, and you can add a new filter and select month, and you can choose a particular month what you want to select from here. You can type in a particular value, like let's say I'm typing in Jan. It will show for Jan all the different years, or maybe you can select a specific Jan year. If you want to select a specific month and you want to see all the details of a particular year, you can see the month for all the years. Okay, so everything, all the filters can be done dynamically from this filtration. It supports all the different filters. Now meanwhile, I want to show you another thing before we wrap up this video. So I just slide it down to the left so that it becomes a neat presentation. Okay, so now one more thing I wanted to highlight over here is, if you click on this drop down, you will see a funds balance. Okay, so once you click on this funds balance, it shows how much of income and how much of spendings you have made for every month, and the balance amount that is left at the end of the month. Okay, now if you see, we just updated the Feb balance with an expense, but we have not made an income entry. So once you make an income entry over here, it will automatically update. I'll just type in some income over here just to give an overview. Let's say it is salary, and I'll change this date to maybe Feb 29. Okay, as soon as I do that, you can see that it automatically bifurcates into different month. Okay, you can click on this date filter and put a different date of your choice. I'll select the month, so this is, let's say, Feb 2024. Okay, it got selected a different month. Let me type in Feb 2024. You can see it is coming over here. Then I can type in the year. Then I can put in the category. So this will be my salary. Okay. Then the code will be salary Feb 24. Okay. This code is simply used to bifurcate the different elements as per the different month. I'm just putting it over here. Then you can see there is a budget amount. We will just ignore this for the moment. You can obviously set the budget amount as you see on top. I will directly put the income amount. Okay, so let's say I'm putting in $1,400 over here. You can see that it automatically got updated over here. So whatever amount you put over here, it automatically gets updated as and when you enter the amount. Okay, and then you can see the balance amount that is left. The spendings is what you will get from all this expense, debt payments, bills payments, savings, whatever you do. but the income is from the income source. So this quickly gives you a glance of what is there in your account at the end of every month, and this can also be filtered dynamically as per the years and the month that we discussed. So I hope this explanation was clear to you, and this gives you an overview of all the budgeting requirements that you would need. And if you have any questions and you want to customize this template as per your specific need, please feel free to reach out to me at notionformyuse@gmail.com. I'll help you assist on this. But this overall solves all the purpose of budgeting requirement that you might have. So thank you. That's it for the video. I hope to see you on board.